I'm sure we've lost at least 8 of my listeners, so that's close to half.
Okay, so we're down to 9 now. We had
Down to
7.
9, hopefully. And hopefully the 8 are still intrigued. So what percentage of the policy can you borrow against?
You can borrow against 90% of the accumulating cash value. And when you do that, so I'll give you, let's work with some real arbitrary numbers here. So let's say that we have piled up $100,000 of cash value in the policy, and the policy has a death benefit of $1 million. The policy owner is able to borrow against 90,000 of that total cash value. And if the policy owner did that, the insurance company will place a lien on the death benefit for the loan balance. The entire 100,000 continues growing daily, uninterrupted by the policy loan, and the policy owner controls the repayment schedule of the loan. And people ask, wow, how does the insurance company able to do that? Why do they do that? Why do they give the policy owner total control? And the answer is simple. The insurance company itself is contractually guaranteeing the collateral. That's why they don't require a repayment schedule. So the policy owner gets ready access capital. They're not interrupting any of their own aquarium of money. That's still rising every day, uninterrupted. They get to take advantage of the opportunity that tracked them down. And then they get to control the repayment schedule. And so if you put a policyholder who's practicing becoming your own banker right alongside an investor, and these two individuals participate in the very same investment opportunity with the very same investment sum of money, they get the same return at the very same time. The policy owner who's been practicing becoming your own banker comes out ahead every single time. The rate of return on the investment was the same. The amount of capital that went into the investment was the same. The person practicing becoming your own banker just executed a different process to take advantage of the opportunity. The opportunity was the same. It's just the process that the policyholder executed to take advantage of it that was different.
And so is the analogy I gave to Cherry, because I was trying to explain it to her, my lack of understanding. The analogy I was using was it seems almost like a home equity line of credit. Instead, in your 100K example, say that's my house, it's worth 100 grand. And it used to be we could borrow up to 80% home equity line. I pay a small interest rate on it.
Yeah.
I can access it whenever I want.
Yeah.
Payment terms are up to me, except I think one company required interest only each month. That was it.
Okay.
But otherwise, the repayment terms are up to me. I could pay it back whenever I wanted. Never paid it back. As long as my interest payments were made each month, they didn't care.
Right.
And those interest payments I would deduct because I was using that money for investment purposes. So I was deducting that against my income.
Which you can do with the policy as well.
Right. Is the analogy close?
You're not too far off. So imagine for a moment, if I can just expand on your analogy.
Please.
Imagine if the banker said to you, Erwin, you've got all of the control that you just described. Mm-hmm. And Erwin, we are going to provide you with a document that contractually guarantees that the property is going to rise in value every single day for the rest of your lifetime, all the way to age 100, no matter what.
Right.
You and I wouldn't even be talking right now. You'd be dealing with the banker. But no bank is going to give you that contractual guarantee encumbered by real estate. No banker is going to do that. Because the asset's not the property. The asset is the stream of payments, the money. And so the insurance company is completely different in the sense of the collateral. The collateral. We're dealing with human life value. We're dealing in theoretical 100-year lifespans. We're dealing with a unilateral binding contract, not a home equity line of credit. And so your example is like your thinking is on the right track for sure, but you'd have to frame it up so that it actually compared.
Right.
And that's the missing piece. If the banker said, hey, Erwin, you know what? We're going to guarantee your property is going to go up every day. For how long? Until you reach age 100. How does that sound? Mm-hmm. Well, you would say, oh my God, this is a great deal. And again, for your listeners' benefit, this is nothing new. These contracts have been around longer than you and I have been alive combined. And those who understand it, utilize it.
Yeah.
So first step would be seek to understand the tool, seek to understand the process. And if it's something that you believe would be an advantage for you, then just make sure you're working with somebody who knows what they're doing, because this can be constructed incorrectly. So really important to work with someone who knows what they're doing.